Hey everybody, Tom Sparks with sparksmediagroup. Today we're at this lovely house that we've been doing Matterport tours on, and today we're going to use the Insta360 ONE RS 1-inch. I just recently bought this camera and I'm happy to know that it fits within the Matterport ecosystem, so we're going to test it out on this house and see how long it takes and see what the finished product looks like. I've already connected to the camera's Wi-Fi, and I've already launched the Matterport app, as you can see. We do have it recognized as Insta360 ONE RS, so I'm going to come around the corner. And as always, I like to start at the front door. Now that we're around the corner, we're going to hit the button. Now there's a very slight audible cue from this. So we're going to try to go to settings and see if we can get it louder. I don't think we can. I think that kind of click sound is what we get. Prompt sound is on. Okay, we'll just go with that. All right. So now I'm going to go into the living area. And we're going to time this. So I'm going to hit the button right now. It was 4 seconds to capture the picture. "11 seconds to download it or finish scanning, and 6 seconds, well, 6.5 seconds to align it. So we're looking at about 21 seconds from start to finish. Now as I go, I like to mark windows and mirrors. We've previously done this house with the Axis. We've done it with the Pro 2, the Pro 3. We've done it with the Ricoh Theta Z1. Now we're doing it with the ONE RS 1-inch. I'm going to see how long this takes. Now once I hear that audible cue, I'm going to assume I'm okay to... once I hear the audible cue of the camera snapping, the shutter snap, I'm going to assume it's okay to go move the camera, as was the case with the Theta Z1. Take a look at what a preview looks like here. Not bad. I'll put a link in the description to the monopod that I use, to the camera. And I do have a little side bracket mounted here in case I want to put a receiver for a microphone. By having that bracket there, it puts the receiver right on the side of the camera in the stitch zone so it can't be seen. I'm going to do the bottom of the stairs because we'll continue up the stairs. Now, as is the case with all Matterport scans, if there's 4 steps or under, you can kind of consider that one floor. So here we just have 2 steps down. I'm not going to make a new floor for this. And you'll notice that I didn't do this pantry-way right here, and I'm not going to do the entry closet. I can't remember if I did them with the Z1, but I was having some alignment issues with the Axis by keeping the closet doors closed and then opening them. And I didn't want to do a tour where they were partially opened. You could open them like this and then scan around, but I didn't want to do that on the tour, so I elected to keep the closet doors closed. There's a reflective surface on this fireplace from the glass and the brass, so I'm going to mark it. I'm not going to mark this sliding glass door right now because depending on time I might do the backyard, or at least a peek into the backyard. So now we're going to do stairs. When I'm doing stairs, I like to do every 3 to 4 stairs. So here you got 1, 2, 3, we're on the 4th stair. And we're going to keep all of these stairs on the 1st floor. Now, without seeing all the other videos, I'm curious to see what you guys think, which will have the better quality, the Insta360 ONE RS 1-inch or the Theta Z1. Comment below and let me know. Okay, so we're at the top landing on the 2nd floor. And once this aligns, I'm going to make a new floor. Call it floor 2. And we'll continue on. I try to do a minimum of 2 scans in each room, sometimes more. If there's furniture in the room, we'll do more, obviously. If you imagine a bed right here under the window, we'd have to do kind of a horseshoe shape around the bed to get all the spaces filled in. When the house is vacant, it's a little quicker to scan. Actually, this one had a slight misalignment, so I'm going to show you how to deal with that. What we want to do is take scan 31 and realign it. And so we're going to put it in the right orientation, which is right about there. And then we're going to check it. Now scan 32 should align automatically. Maybe not. So we'll take scan 32 and we will do the same. Let's see here. We're going to delete scan 32 and didn't take the alignment. Let's try this again. This is a beta feature, so maybe that's why. It worked one time for me, but that looks good right there. So we're going to hit the save button. It's not liking it. So if we're getting misalignments, what we want to do is make sure the scan points are closer together. So I'm going to put a scan there. Now we'll do on this side of the door. Okay, 31 it found. Looks like we're on a roll. So I picked up this camera on Amazon and I got it for, I want to say $799.99 plus tax. So basically $800. In comparison, the Ricoh Theta Z1 is $1,046. And so when I said I'm curious to see what you guys think the quality will be between the two, I am curious because there's a price difference for sure. Scan 35 was successful but has limited overlap with previous scans, which is interesting to me because there's so many scans in this hallway, but we'll take it. So there's a price difference, $200–300, somewhere around there. So I'm curious to see what the quality difference is. Now, I acquired my Theta Z1 because I purchased an iGuide Planix Pro, which has the Theta Z1 on it. And I'll make another video about how you're able to take apart the top of the Planix Pro and take the Theta out and use it for other purposes. Sorry guys, I can't walk and chew gum at the same time. So as I'm marking stuff, I tend to be quiet so I don't lose my train of thought. Is it just me, or does anybody else have to turn down the radio when they're looking for a house or parking in a parking lot? It's kind of one of those things, too much noise makes it hard to concentrate. Sometimes my voice is considered noise. One thing I dislike about these 360 cameras are the battery size, and I understand that they're small cameras and small footprints. They have small batteries inside, but we've been at this now for about 20 minutes. We've already used 22% battery, which means if you have multiple shoots in a day, it could be problematic. I have a ton of USB ports in my car and battery banks. Actually, empowering my GoPro with one right here, and I'll put a link in the description to it. This one is pretty handy. Has multiple USB ports on it, USB-A, USB-C, has a battery indicator. We're at 99%. So I keep my GoPro plugged in as I'm recording. And when I'm in the car, I tend to charge the 360 cameras as I'm driving. I haven't quite came up with a solution. I'm working on one, but I haven't quite came up with it yet to power this as I'm going. So I need to do some tests on the solution I think I have. But basically it would be mounting a battery bank right about here on the side, and I'm hoping through my tests that you're not able to see it sticking out. So again, we're going to test this out on this Insta360 ONE RS. The USB-C port is right here on the side, so it's out of the stitch line, or it's in the stitch line so you can't see it. The Theta Z1, the USB-C port is on the bottom, which is really inconvenient because you can't get a power cord under here to plug in. And I do have a solution for that, and I'm going to post a video about it soon. Getting kind of backed up on my video posting. Delete that one. Didn't mean to do that. But I did mean to mark a mirror right here. I always recommend marking while you're in the house going, because you're still in the space and you're familiar with the area, and you can reference the area in case you miss something. It's possible to mark after the fact. Sometimes I miss markings and I upload the tour. When I get it back, I see some extra splatter that I don't like, so I have to go back and remark it and re-upload it, which can cause kind of a delay to delivering the end result to the client. I need Insta360 to increase the volume on the shutter sound. It's quite low. Now, I could shave off a few seconds if I was really rushing through this, but when I put the camera down, or the monopod down, it tends to wobble a little bit. So I like to wait a couple seconds before I hit the start button, just to ensure that it's not moving around. So not counting closets, which might be an additional, I don't know, 5 scans or so, we've managed to do this entire house in about 27 minutes. Not bad. Now I'm going to show you how to do a sneak peek in the backyard. I purposely didn't scan right by this sliding glass door when I was down here because I want to open it up, put the monopod down, make sure we're back on the first floor. We're going to do a scan right in front. And again, we're going to do either side of the doorway. So now we're right outside. Now what I will do is mark half of this sliding glass door as a window, because it truly is a window. Hit OK on this. I'm not going to go actually past this because I don't want to get right in the sunlight with it. I will mark it as a mirror to show that. And you'll see on the final tour, by marking it this way, I'll show you what it does. Now in my haste, I didn't do this downstairs laundry room or bathroom, which I will do now. It's always good to review your work before you pack up and leave. I've been on shoots, regular photo shoots, where I've accidentally missed bedrooms, because I was distracted or just rushing and not paying attention. It's not a good feeling to have to call your client back and say, hey, I missed the bathroom. Can I come back? Now I'll bet on the final tour this black area will be filled in nice. I've seen this occasionally where it's like, wait a minute, there's data under there. I know it was captured. And then I get the tour back and the dollhouse is filled in nice. So here we have a window. Then we have a mirror. Do one more just for good measure. Now let's go see how the Insta360 ONE RS 1-inch handles this front door. So I previously started here, but now I'm going to do it open. So what I'm going to do is open it slightly so we have enough data. And I'm going to put the camera right there. And that's the reason I didn't mark this slight window area, which is that and that. I didn't mark it as windows because I knew I was gonna do this. Let's see. should be right about here. And it found it. And we'll do one more. Door closed. Well, there you have it. 33 minutes. We were able to do the front yard and the backyard, inside and outside. I'm going to mark this as a mirror to kind of make this look pretty on the final tour. But yeah, not bad. Half hour, we got this whole house done. We've done 65 scans. And so you can compare that to the other tours I've done of the same house to give you an idea. I'll put a link to the tour in the description of this video so you can check it out, and I'll put a link to the tours from the other camera systems in the description as well as I upload them so you can check them out. Let me know if you have any comments. I'm curious to see what you guys think of this. It wasn't an hour and a half like it was with the Axis the other day, so I'm thankful for that. Hopefully you guys are too, because you don't have to hear me talk for an hour and a half. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you dislike it, give it a thumbs up. If you find it useful, feel free to share it. And if you're not subscribed to my channel, please do so. I'd appreciate it. Alright guys, well, that's it. I'm going to go ahead and turn this off and charge it for my next shoot. And I'm going to upload this, and I will talk to you guys later. Thanks for watching.